Today on NewsCenter, Moorhead's annual film challenge, students' thoughts on marriage equality, artist Stephen Tyrone's most recent and next projects, a visiting lecturer, and a look at the bowling club. All this and more today on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Nate Merritt.
And I'm Bonnie Daly. This is your news for April 4th, 2013.
Monday night, students and faculty filled ADUC's Krager Room for the premiere of Moorhead Film Challenge. NewsCenter's Nina Cottle was there.
This weekend, the Moorhead Film Committee hosted their annual film challenge. NewsCenter spoke with Haley Murphy, an actress in the winning film, The Thing from Planet Diabetes, about her experience in the film challenge.
The amount of time that goes into this is just like incredible. You don't really sleep at all because there's so much to do. I think we spent the first night we got it, we spent the first couple hours writing and gathering everything, and we started shooting around 10 and finished shooting that night around 1 a.m. The following day we woke up around, we started shooting around 10 o'clock that morning and ended around 10 o'clock that night. So this is actually my first year, starring in the film challenge, which was kind of fun, kind of intimidating.
Hardy Breeding and Andrew DePascal discussed the challenges they face while making their film titled Dear Dictator.
Our film, it turned out about how I thought it would. When I was doing the shooting script, the shots, they turned out the way I envisioned them. Little vignettes that would go in over how we're going to put all these little ideas together and make them into a plot. And I think a lot happens in our movie. It's not like it's just one central idea. We took the same strategy as last year. We shot it all on Saturday, and I decided I'm just going to edit the bloody thing Saturday night into Sunday morning. Went to bed about 9, woke up at 7 o'clock that night. It was a crazy time. My sleep schedule was off, my eating schedule was off, but it's good. It's a lot of fun.
It turned out really well too. I wasn't quite sure about it going in because it was going to be pantomime, and some of our actors had never acted before. So it was really good to see the final product and see how the acting had come off, on screen, because when you're in the film, you're not really paying attention to anybody else's acting style. So it was really nice to see everything, all the expressions and everything kind of come together on screen. I was really impressed and just really happy with how that turned out. So.
Mike Clark and Tyler McDaniel spoke to NewsCenter after accepting their award.
Surprising. About time. 4 years later, we've done quite a few, and it's a good feeling. We're proud of the film we made, happy.
We made some really rough notes, and then we kind of winged it.
A lot of luck involved.
We had a lot of luck, a lot of good luck, and late nights.
Talented cast, too. Very talented cast. We got lucky with them.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Nina Cottle.
Former MSU Regent John Rosenberg visited MSU April 2nd to give a lecture about civil rights and voter suppression. NewsCenter Adam Black has more.
On April 2nd in Lecture Room 002, Breckenridge Hall, students, faculty, and community members came to hear former MSU Regent John Rosenberg speak about civil rights and the cases he worked on to defend equality. Rosenberg spoke about how African Americans were discriminated upon and why it wasn't right.
The name of the lecture about courage at the courthouse refers to the black applicants who were registering for the very first time after there's 100 years of discrimination after Reconstruction, during which blacks were basically eliminated off the voting rolls.
Rosenberg also spoke about voter suppression and how it has most recently been seen in American elections.
Before the last election, there were many efforts by states to and especially by conservatives in those states to, I think, chill voting activity by minorities. The whole movement to have people to demonstrate and have personal IDs and to make it more difficult to register and to take people off the rolls obviously appeared to be an effort to prevent larger numbers of people from voting for President Obama.
Rosenberg told NewsCenter that it was important for everyone to have the right to vote, and it is important that students vote.
I think it's important for students to be involved in the political process. It's important for them to make sure they register to vote and that they vote on Election Day. It's important for us all to speak up when we see discrimination, whether it's against blacks or gays or in immigrants.
Reporting for NewsCenter, Adam Black.
According to new data from the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet, coal production in eastern Kentucky is down from previous years. The data states that coal production in the region dropped more than 27% between 2011 and 2012. This drop marks the lowest that coal production has been since 1965. The drop in production has also affected employment numbers, which fell by 30%. Despite production dropping in eastern Kentucky, production grew slightly in western Kentucky, with employment numbers remaining the same. Kentucky Coal Association President Bill Bissett stated the one reason for the decline is that coal reserves in eastern Kentucky needed to be more deeply mined. Bissett also remarked that there is hope that the decline will slow and eventually level off.
The Legislative Ethics Commission has released early number regarding the lobbying of state legislators. Over the first 2 months of this year, legislative session, $4.2 million was spent by lobbyists. The Commission states that this is a 10% increase from the final 30-day session of 2011. Thus far, Altria Client Services and Century Aluminum appear to have spent the most on lobbying. Both put more than $80,000 toward lobbying changes in tobacco taxes and a bill to give aluminum smelters the ability to buy power off the grid, respectively. Full reports containing more specific numbers will be released next month.
We'll be right back after the break with a quick look at weather with Marky Owens and NewsCenter Notices featuring Matt Segal.
Breaking news. Events happening in Morehead. Special guests. Weather updates. There when you need it. Channel 77. News Center. Thursdays from 5 to 5:30.
Hi, welcome back to NewsCenter. I'm Marky Owens. So let's take a quick look at weather. Right now it's 51 degrees outside with a few clouds, so it's been a really nice day, but a little cloudy, but overall pretty good. Record temperatures today were a high in 84 in 1934 and a low of 24 in 1992. So it's not quite 84 degrees, but it's definitely not 24, so not very bad. But not the best it could be, but it's been a pretty good day. Let's take a look at the first alert temperatures. See, it's 48 degrees in Bowling Green, 52 degrees in Louisville, 49 in Frankfort, 52 in Covington, 51 in Lexington, 50 in Jackson, 53 in Ashland, and 41 in London. So it's pretty cold down in London, but in Ashland it's pretty warm. Take a look at the first alert Defender radar, courtesy of WKYT. We see precipitation down south, lots of rain, a little bit of thunder maybe, but it's a very sharp cutoff, so we may see some of those showers some tonight, but overall we probably will see clear night, but make sure you take an umbrella with you. Let's take a look at your 24-hour planner. Right now there is a chance of showers, and it's in almost the 50s, but it's a little chilly, but as the night goes on, we'll see some showers maybe come in, but they'll clear out in the morning. And then tomorrow it's going to be a beautiful day. Now let's take it to NewsCenter Notices.
Welcome to News Center Notices. I'm here with Matt Siegel from the Athletic Department. Thank you for joining us today, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me, Bonnie. Appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana. Went to Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. Finished up there in 2003. One thing I guess that people ask me often as it relates to my professional career is, hey, you got to start earlier than most people, and I did. Did a wide variety of internships that helped me down the road in the profession when I was an undergraduate student at Ball State. Worked in their athletic communications office all 4 years that I was on campus. Worked at the National Collegiate Athletic Association, Indiana High School Athletic Association. Spent a summer with the Indianapolis Colts and continued for 10 years after that, working game day in the NFL, which was great. The two full-time jobs before I got to Morehead State were with the AAA Indianapolis Indians, which is the highest level of minor league baseball. They're affiliated with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then I worked at another Division I conference office called the Horizon League. A lot of people know that league because of Butler University. They have since moved out of the league, but it was really an enjoyable time there. Butler made it to the NCAA men's basketball Final Four my final year there, and so that was great. Moved here to Morehead and have been at Morehead State University for 2 years now, wrapping up my second school year. And like you said, I'm in the athletic department as the media relations director and really enjoying the experience so far.
What exactly brought you here to Morehead?
It's actually just kind of a unique connection in the business. To be honest with you, it was a good friend of mine who works in professional baseball. He's the broadcaster for the Louisville Bats, the AAA team, AAA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds. And he had done some broadcast work with Morehead State and knew our athletic director well. And I was kind of looking for an opportunity to get back on a college campus and was excited about the challenge and the opportunity here. And Morehead State had just knocked off Louisville in the NCAA basketball tournament with Kenneth Fareed and that group, and really kind of got the athletic department on the national map. And they were looking for somebody and needed somebody quickly, and were willing to roll the dice on somebody with my background and experience. So, like they say, it's all about who you know that gives you the opportunity to show what you can do, and that was definitely the case with my friend Matt Andrews in Louisville. So.
That's good. Well, students are looking to get involved on campus. Is there any way they can get involved with the athletic department?
Yeah, Bonnie, quite a few ways, and you know, we take a lot of pride in building and maintaining relationships with our students on campus. That's the primary reason that we're here, even in athletics, and sometimes because we're not tied into the academic side of the university, some people lose sight of that. But we are here for the students. We're here to assist them in a lot of different ways, and we also need people to come in and assist us. For those who are interested in working full-time in the sports business, it takes a lot of long hours, long days, hard work early on to really get that opportunity. There are some fields out there where you can roll through college, get your degree, and go on full-time and have a nice job with a salary and benefits. That's usually not the case in the sports world. But we do have a lot of different opportunities, and would encourage people to jump on our website, which is msueagles.com. They can contact us in the media relations office if they're interested in more information, and we can definitely point them in the right direction.
Okay. Are these paid, unpaid, and just internships?
We have a little bit of everything. We have straight volunteers. We have undergraduate work studies, institutional work studies. Some people are on the federal work study plan. We do have some staff assistants. We have some graduate assistants. So there are a lot of different classifications. Some positions are paid, some are not. It just kind of depends on the candidate's ability and their experience level. But you know, there's a lot of opportunities to be had, and we would encourage any Morehead State students who are interested in sports and either in media relations, or we have quite a big video production that we've just started too. A lot of opportunities there as well. So contact us and we can give you more information.
Okay, well, thanks so much for giving your time today.
Okay, thanks, Bonnie.
We'll be right back after this break.
News Center. I'm Marky Owens. Let's take a look at the current weather. Right now it's 51 degrees outside, partly cloudy, so we see some clouds in the sky. It's been a very nice day overall. The humidity at 36%, so it's not been that bad, and winds at 6 miles per hour coming from the south. So overall, not a bad day at all. A little warm, more some spring weather like we've been wanting. Let's take a look at the first alert temperatures. It's 48 degrees in Bowling Green, 49 in Frankfort, 41 in London, 50 in Jackson. The hot spot is Ashland with 53, and 51 in Lexington, 49 in Frankfort, and 52 in Covington. Let's take a look at the first alert defender radar, courtesy of WKYT. We see some rain down south, but the cutoff's a little sharp, so we may see some tonight and move up and work our way up towards us, but there's a chance we probably won't. But carry your umbrella with you just in case. Let's take a look at the national radar, and we see that big storm system to our east and south. We may see some of that, but probably not. At least we're not getting any snow. That's always the good thing. And then we also see some up to our north as well, but we probably won't see that either. Take a look at the satellite radar, and we see some clouds, and we see some of those clouds that are in our area, but we're not seeing any precipitation that these clouds are holding. Take a look at the temperatures of the national radar. It's 69 degrees down in Florida, 72 in Texas. And up to the north, it's in the 40s and 50s, so overall, it's pretty consistent around the state. Let's take a look at the weather tonight. There's a chance for showers, like I said, so carry your umbrella, but we probably won't see any of those. And then there's going to be a low of 36, so it's definitely going to cool down throughout the night. But then tomorrow it'll be even warmer. It'll be partly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 59 degrees. So we might even see it in the 60s, and it'll be a beautiful day outside tomorrow and great for Friday. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Tomorrow it'll be a high of 59 and a low of 38. Saturday, it'll be even warmer with a high of 67 and a low of 49. On Sunday, there's a chance of showers with a high of 69, maybe even seeing that 70 with a low of 51. On Monday, there's a chance for thunderstorms with a high in the 70s, a low in the 53. And then on Tuesday, there's a chance for showers with high in the 74, low 54. So overall, it's going to be a really good weekend and a really good week up ahead. I'm really excited about this weather and what's going to bring. It's finally spring. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm really excited that we might actually finally see some thunderstorms, because April showers brings May flowers.
Right. Well, I don't want to see any thunderstorms like we had last year.
Oh, definitely not. But I think it's going to be less severe, but I really don't know yet.
Looks like a great weekend to go to Keeneland.
Oh, definitely. But bring your umbrella just in case, because it might rain.
Those horses are rearing and ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Let's take it to Eagle Athletics with Don Young.
Morehead State's women's golf team placed 5th in the College of Charleston Pinehurst Challenge this past Monday after scoring a 304 in the final round. Freshman Katie Rice led MSU with a 3-round score of 227, followed by senior Marissa Calumgard with a score of 228. Rice was once again named the OVC Women's Golfer of the Week after she finished 15th out of 99 golfers at the Pinehurst Challenge. Head coach Stephanie Barker said Rice is putting together a nice freshman season and showed another strong effort at Pinehurst. This is the 7th OVC Weekly Award this year for the lady golfers. Morehead State is staying in North Carolina this week to complete their regular season event, the UNCW Seahawk Classic, this weekend in Wilmington. The Morehead State baseball Eagles fell 9-19 on the season after 4-1 loss on the Campbellsville Tigers Wednesday afternoon at Allen Field. Freshman pitcher Tyler Keel gave up only 4 hits in 5 innings, but head coach McGuire said, "Bottom line, we didn't hit." Campbellsville took an early lead, scoring the first 2 runs of the contest. The Eagles return to action this week when they host Eastern Kentucky for a 3-game series. The series kicks off Friday at 6 p.m. 1 p.m. starts the times on Saturday and Sunday. Some students may wonder why MSU's bowling team cannot be found on the Eagles athletics page. NewsCenter's Nina Cottle investigates.
Due to Title IX, men's bowling teams are not included in the NCAA. Morehead State University's bowling team is a self-funded organization.
The major thing is that we are a club sport. We're not NCAA or anything else. We do as much as we can as far as money-wise by selling steak dinners, by doing raffles, by selling Yankee candles. So we hit up everybody on campus for money.
Although MSU does not primarily fund the bowling team, the university does contribute.
They do give us a nice facility to practice in, which is here, but at the same time, they do try to help as much as possible.
NewsCenter asked the bowling team's president, Kenton Sandvoss, if he feels money is an issue for current or future club members.
For the most part, there's going to be a couple people that can't make it from semester to semester just because of money, but usually people are if they come here, they have money. I mean, they know they're going to be spending a couple hundred, if not more than that, just on bowling alone. So I think that they kind of know that up front.
The cost of entering bowling competitions have decreased from what they have been in the past.
What happened was this college bowling came in and said that we want to make this more like NCAA sports where they don't make any money. It used to be that we could win a check or something like that every single week that we're out there. Now we're competing for points.
The bowling team has been here for 45 years and in that time have been able to recruit many players.
The players are my best recruiting tool. Plus, I've been getting contacts about, we've heard about how well you're doing and this, that, and the other. I'd like to come bowl for you. And I guess really recruiting-wise, it's not about going out and finding the people kind of find us.
Being a self-funded team has not stopped the bowling team from winning many national titles. Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Nina Cottle.
Recently, the Director of Athletics, Brian Hutchinson, has been selected to work on the NCAA Division of Football Championship Committee. Marky Owens tells us more.
The Morehead State University Athletic Director, Brian Hutchinson, has been appointed to the NCAA football committees.
Well, I haven't started my work yet. It doesn't start until September. But as I understand it, most of that work will deal with developing the championship field, seeding the championship, and then serving as a site representative on behalf of the committee or behalf of the NCAA for those schools that are hosting games in the playoffs.
This is a huge opportunity, and it will be beneficial for Hutchinson.
Each league that has the opportunity to compete for the national championship has an opportunity to serve on this committee. So the Pioneer Football League had a member roll off of the board, and I was selected to replace them through the conference office.
The OVC League decides who to submit to the NCAA for these positions.
Committee meetings I know are in Indianapolis, so we will spend a lot of time there. During the actual playoffs, which will begin Thanksgiving weekend, though, I don't know that. I know that we'll have to, every weekend until the playoffs are over, I'll have a responsibility to be at one of the sites. So for 4 weeks from Thanksgiving through, and then the playoffs, which are the first week in January in Frisco, Texas, I do know that much. But beyond that, no. I know that the Ohio Valley Conference rep last year spent 1 week in South Dakota and 2 weeks in North Dakota. So you just never know.
Hutchinson will not be leaving MSU. When it's time for playoffs, he will be working with the NCAA to select the field and work with them to ensure a nice championship. Reporting for NewsCenter, Marky Owens.
And now it's time for NewsCenter Sports Trivia. Was it A, Tressa Watson, B, Kayla Ashbrook, C, Amber Riddle, or D, Katie Jansen? Marky, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with Amber as well. She's pretty good. She's a pretty good player.
I've actually heard about this, and I'm going to go with Amber Riddle.
Well, apparently all three of you have done your homework this weekend because she did. She hit her 31st career home run on Tuesday, and that brought the MSU Lady Eagles 13-11 on the season. So they're having a good season, and this is not the first time she's broke a record. So
yeah, she's quite the player here.
I'm sure she'll have a couple more in her. Well, let's go ahead, and we'll be right back after the break.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
The Supreme Court recently heard cases regarding marriage equality issues that could possibly overturn the current bans on LGBT marriages. NewsCenter's Amara Porter asked MSU students about how they feel about the issue.
Marriage equality, I think it should all be equal, due to the fact that if somebody's going to be gay, or they can be happy being gay, let them be, because some gay couples are happier than married couples. Like a man and a woman, it doesn't really matter to me. It's been in my family before. It's been an issue, and to me personally, it's not a big deal. And so I think everybody has the equal right to love who they want to love.
Being a heterosexual Christian woman, I still believe that religion shouldn't play a part in who you date. I think you should be able to just make your own choices. I don't think it should matter.
I definitely feel like all marriage should be equal. Gay, straight, it doesn't matter what it is to me. If you're in love, you deserve to be happy.
I've always felt like people should be able to do whatever they want to do. You know, love is love. So that's what I think.
Have you ever wondered who made the sculptures on campus? NewsCenter took a look at the artist's next project. Steve Tyrone is famous in Moorhead for his sculptures. Today at 12 p.m., he unveiled his most recent project at the Rowan County Public Library.
Infinite Knowing. Yeah, that's the title of the piece. Just began thinking about what the title might be, and went for a long walk, and went through a million possibilities, and then I landed on the fact that books being part of our lives, this column could extend infinitely, in a sense, and it's all about knowing.
When sculpting, the material that Tyrone uses varies. On this specific piece, there was one roadblock he came across when he began a year ago.
The actual marble weighed about 400 pounds before I started carving. It's probably down to 350, something like that. And then the base is concealing about 200 pounds of steel structure and it's sitting on wheels so that it actually rolls around. So the people in the library, if they don't like it one spot, they can move it someplace else after a while, if it lays. The marble itself is Carrara Bianco from Italia. Pure white Carrara marble. There are people who would argue it, but it's the best marble in the world.
Tyrone has sculpted multiple pieces for Moorhead, but he was excited to finish this one for one specific reason.
The first public piece of marble sculpture for Moorhead. Again, on campus, all those pieces are bronze or stainless steel. I'm not aware of another public marble in Moorhead.
Looking at Tyrone's future in sculpting, he has one project that he is working on currently, then will be anticipating a well-needed break shortly after.
Obviously, the commission for West Liberty is right out there right now, but for the first time in 35 or 40 years, you're looking at the end of the line.
On behalf of Marky Owens with weather, Don Young with sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Nate Merritt.
And I'm Bonnie Daly. Have a great evening.
Oh.